Okay, so which means I get to do all the introductions again. Hello, welcome to Last Minute Continues. It's been a while since I've done this, hence you didn't hear me. I'm Kevin, AUK, that guy over there. Burn him with fire. I'm the guy who does the game and then you yell at him because he's shit.
I try not doing that.
I am joined by...
Let's do this again.
I am joined by our lawyer-in-chief, Double Cross, who you may have seen recently on our Phoenix Wright Let's Play.
Hello.
I am joined also by the host of the most from Emerald Coast, which is Vija.
Hey!
He is the king of macho madness, and among other things, and that is Mr. Turbo.
Ooh yeah! Slap into a Slim Jim!
What?
I think it's snap into a Slim Jim as opposed to slip into a Slim Jim. Slip into a Slim Jim.
I said it so fast you shouldn't be able to hear it.
Slip into a Slim Jim and have a very awkward accident.
Whatever floats your boat.
We also have, of course, the paragon of paradox, which is of course the lovely Donny. Hello, Donny.
Hi.
That's another good one, actually. Yeah.
Thank you.
That is
Yeah, and what I got landed with.
Anyway, there we go. See, there it is. It's a game. Right. Okay, so we've got a brand new game. We're starting from the bottom, and we're going to work our way up. Warning: if you are thinking this is going to be a bit like you may have come across in traditional Alice, it's not. This is a sequel to the original American McGee's Alice, which is a very twisted fairy tale indeed. It has been 10 years since that time. Alice is all grown up. She's a young woman, and basically she's fresh off of 10 years in the asylum.
As you do.
And she's not in a good place, and this entire game is pretty much about why she's been driven to madness. She kind of got her sanity back at the end of the last one, but it's been slowly eroding away again. And there's some, like I say, this is full of some pretty disturbing imagery. And when we get to the meat of the story and what's going on, it takes a pretty severe oh my freaking god turn in a big hurry. So if you're
Basically, this is about. This game has some concepts that if it triggers you.
Yeah. This is
you are
sensitivity trigger warning, whichever you want. If you're beginning this Let's Play with us, if you're sensitive about family issues and family relationships, this probably is not for you.
Can we put it into a more serious tone? So how about this?
The following content will be full of serious imagery that is not suitable for the light-hearted. Viewer discretion is advised.
Viewer discretion is indeed advised. Okay, not just for the imagery, but like I say, when Alice actually pieces the story together, actually figures out what happened. There's actually some really severe shit going on here. Okay. Anyway, what is this game rated? Asks Jewel Thief. It's rated high.
I was gonna say in the BBFC rating it was rated a 15. Which is quite tame, actually.
Yeah.
However, in the States, I think this would have garnered an M mature.
Yeah, if you're in the US, this is definitely an M-rated game. Anyway,
yeah,
let's just
look
begin.
at that eyeshadow.
Let us begin. Like I say, it's twisted from the outset.
That is some beautiful eyeshadow.
If you're expecting us our usual happy joy voice acting, this is not a voice acting game. This is
good.
Not at all.
I don't think you needed to have to do that in the first place.
Collect and treasure every memory and never count the cost. If living can't be spoken ill of, why not the dead? A secret is only a secret when you skip ahead very quickly, loading screen, and don't give me a chance to read the fucking thing.
Alec, what are you doing?
And so it begins.
In the beginning, there's madness, and all will be madness. be consumed.
In the beginning there was keys, many keys, keys to doors, keys to time, keys to a place beyond what we used to remember.
Come now, Alice. It's only a dream.
It's not a dream. It's a memory.
Oh no, it's a chain of memories all over again.
Now, focus. Wait. You're floating again. Wait.
You see, I'm on a delay, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Relax.
It's just with so many keys, obviously. You know, it's like
Forget it. Abandon that
Keys all
memory.
over the place.
Unproductive. Go to Wonderland.
It's all a bit of a...
Can't.
Oh no, they're gonna play 52 card pickup.
Suddenly I'm reminded this is kind of an intro to a James Bond movie.
Not now.
Not now, no, it's gone dark, but this is just the playing cards. It was reminded of Casino Royale.
Forget it. Go.
Said, you only live twice.
My wonder.
Especially in this case.
Shattered is dead to me.
Your preference doesn't
Your preference
signify, girl.
doesn't signify, girl.
Where are you?
I'm saying.
Okay, now I'm
friend.
thinking of Donnie Darko.
Yeah, well, I probably think it would be around there. Although, granted,
It's the first link in the chain of
a
forgetting.
question: who originally did the book?
I'm not mad. That's not right. What
God, I know this.
Something
Because
wrong.
I know it's not
Lewis Carroll.
Yes.
Lewis Carroll. Because usually, obviously, some fairy tales and some books are obviously written by obviously Grimm brothers, and they're very, you know.
Corruption.
Meanwhile,
It's killing me.
everything's going a bit
No,
good,
no,
and there are hands ripping Alice's face off.
Meanwhile,
Forget
while
it.
we're
Lewis
discussing
Carroll
very
was a
nice stuff.
pseudonym.
Wake.
Yeah, his name was Charles of Which Adoption.
Jonas!
Wikipedia is a brilliant thing.
No, I know that from
There,
memory.
Alice.
Oh no, it's all the
Better now, I
botched
head
hands
exploded and
from
there's a steam hammer in my
Undertaker's.
chest.
Yes, well,
It's
Oh,
just
that's
it's
creepy.
forgetting.
That's creepy. We're
My
creepy
memories
already.
make me vomit.
29.
What can I?
Remember
Oh,
other
boy.
things.
This
I
girl is
want to
disturbed.
forget. Who would choose to be alone, imprisoned by their
Yes, that's
broken
kind of
memories?
the plot.
I'll set you free.
There,
Memory
Alice,
is
better
a
now?
curse more
No, I
often
just had my
than
fucking
blessing.
So you
face ripped
said
off! What do
many
you
times.
think?
And I will say again,
Which is,
the
yes,
past
which is one of the
must
things
be
we'll get
paid
into.
for.
It seems a bit odd that
Now,
his way to forget
for
things
our
is to
next
confront
session,
them head on and
collect
remember
those
them.
bills from our high street chemist.
It's like, first step of psychology. Face your fear! Face it! Face it, I tell ya!
Anyway, this is Dr. Bumby, who is not a very nice person at all, actually.
It's my turn to forget, Alice.
Now,
Doesn't look like
Charlie.
that.
No, he's.
At least,
your
at least he's
pa
not
was
as bad
hung
as
for killing your
Dorothy's
ma who beat you.
psychiatrist
forget that,
in
shall we?
Return to Oz, where they had
God,
the
that
shock
Is
therapy.
dead, Charlie.
Yeah, that is a very dark movie. Anyway,
It's a family picture.
anyway,
You're a family picture. That doesn't even make sense, but I said it. There we go.
Yeah, you sound like one of my colleagues at work.
anyway. So, your pa was hung for killing your mum. Let's try and forget that, shall we? Yeah, that's so.
Charlie?
Yeah.
Let's go into the boys' room, which is presumably full of boys, and
Oh my.
Smells awful.
Worse than your room?
Is it Alice is a naughty girl?
no.
Let's not go that way.
This is actually like an orphanage, but
Yeah. It kind of does. Oh,
Is that hold on? Was that Tweedledee and Tweedledum on just in the hallway?
Our bed's a mess.
Monday's wash
probably
day.
this world's like the
Yeah.
real.
well,
the
I
complete-
think if you look around, there's actually all sorts of things which reference Alice's adventures.
Wonderland.
Yeah.
Anything.
So is it the case of that this is all in her head kind of thing, or is it that she's actually going to a different world?
Well,
I know they were just
It's all in
random
her head.
bits.
well, it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, actually.
Yeah.
Well, one game I wanted to point this out is this kind of looks like the US and UK banned game Rule of Rose.
Oh,
Don't-
wow.
I don't know if
I'm googling.
Yeah, it's a game that was gonna be coming out on PS2 back in 2006 or something like that,
Anyway,
and it got banned for for some very disturbing images, including like mistreatment of the main character that you play as. But the whole thing revolves around an orphanage with these children and whatnot, and of course your main character is like a teenage girl. And this is what it's kind of reminding me of, is obviously Alice being our female protagonist, and in this kind of like setting of like other younger children younger than her, in this kind of like facility as such. So I just wanted to throw that out.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing it got a Japanese release. No
It
problem.
did. It was a Japanese game.
Naturally. So Alice has obviously been in this place a lot longer than anyone else, and as such, she's sort of assistant / housekeeper, I guess. But yes, her stories bear strange fruit. The children have done drawings based on Alice's stories, and obviously Alice's stories are kind of all messed up. So there's actually a mad hatter there, and all sorts of things, and horrible people. But,
Surely it's not the kind of stories you'd want to share with little children.
Are you kidding me?
We're bloomers.
But I mean, we've already seen the cutscene. That wasn't really a child appropriate.
Okay, so we'll talk about Grimm fairy tales and Grimm's particular retellings of fairy tales and stuff.
Certain fairy tales, yeah.
Not so I noticed,
So we're talking about content that's acceptable for children here, especially involving mutilation. How do you think the sisters from Cinderella tried to put on the glass slipper in the Grimm version?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Trying to skin feet alive.
If I remember rightly, they cut off their toes.
They did. They cut their feet to fit.
They cut their feet to fit it, and near the end, and after they tried it, the slipper was basically just completely messed up with blood.
The great part about being a kid is you can be told ridiculously gruesome things, but you have no idea how to picture it in your head.
So again, we have another image here with a very broken doll next to a tea service set.
Yeah, the kid's got a hat.
Obviously, I had a very wholesome childhood.
Stick in the head.
I'm past a cure. Terminal condition.
I'm sure we'll get to points where we'll have to be screaming symbolism in some way.
Yeah. We've got a dead.
We're not already.
We've got a dead goldfish. That's what we've got.
That's just unfair on the goldfish,
I
really.
deserve my
Yeah, it's
bitter
like-
tears. Want some?
So then obviously if you leave it in there, the goldfish's ghost will haunt the halls, and then we have to call upon a Poindexter shorty boy with a Ghostbuster pack.
Indeed. Anyway, so
But it's the 1800s.
Indeed. So what you've got here is
The boy has a time machine.
Steampunk.
Got a couple of rugs which look very suspiciously like the backs of playing cards. Home, safe home. Yeah, that's definitely not
Oh yes,
the case.
because this is a home.
Yeah.
This is totally a place of
Yep.
Symbolism.
There we go.
Is it even safe as well?
Yeah, it's perfectly safe. Just don't mind the basement downstairs.
Just don't mind the shit that's going on in the background. You'll be fine.
Abandoned toys and worn-out shoes have a past, and the people who use them too. My past was consumed by fire because the entirety of Alice's family was killed in a house fire. Yeah, so her sister and her parents.
It was the original game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. So this is very much investigating that properly. The illustrated news feeds an insatiable appetite for domestic mayhem and industrial disaster. Fire at match factory. 6 girls missing. Is it anything more predictable? The world's gone quite mad. So let's keep
Mad world.
10 years in the loony bin. No, Ma, no relation. She's an orphan.
What, am I the only one who's got to be saying that? Okay, fine.
Yes.
I was sorry, John. I was concentrating on the game. Anyway,
Of course.
Anyway, so again, so all the children are basically talking about Alice. So this is really, good. And now we're going to Alice's
Mr.
room
Payne
itself.
had no idea how humble a home could be. If not for my drawings and the photographs.
I kind of hate.
pass
It's
on
kind
my
of
room
weird,
at the
obviously.
asylum.
They even numbered the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I just keep ramming it in, game. It's like we get it. Alice, you're putting in references to Wonderland. We get it.
Yeah. So again, you've got more more of Alice's drawings on the walls. You can see there is the Mad Hatter. Tweedledum and Tweedledee are over in the corner. There's the March Hare.
Ah, I love that Mad Hatter drawing. It's nearly as creepy as the one that's actually in these games.
Yeah, and there you can see the portrait of Alice's family. Alice is holding at the front of her there. You can just about see there's actually a rabbit doll, which is again.
You can't go into first-person mode to view that.
I can indeed. Yeah, I can. There we go. The rabbit is sort of I guess you would say it's a cipher in this game as well, as it's symbolic of a lot of things. Not just referencing the story. Anyway, let's get out of here. Again, we've got the carpet which looks a bit like it looks like the back of a playing card. Anyway, so we've got to go out and get something to. Got some medicine, I believe it was. Dr. Bumby asked for us.
Yes, medicine to make the brain demons go away.
I'm actually surprised that he actually told you to go find the medicine and get that sword for you. I mean, you could have easily just said "fuck you." I'm going out.
He's got
I'm
his
sure
reasons.
she wants these things to go away as well.
Actually, that's quite nice. Actually, if I just do this, you can actually see the dust going through the air, going through the sunlight.
Oh yeah,
which is a nice little thing.
Well, I don't know, because I'm several seconds delayed.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
I will eventually, and then you'll just hear some kind of like it's completely detached from all the imagery you're seeing.
But yes, there we go. There's what was being said before by Phil, I think, in that we've got the children. The children are numbered for various reasons.
That's a pretty accurate depiction of air.
Pinchin Lane, because we're in.
Killing me, babe. I call work now.
Oh, the door automatically closed behind you. That kind of unsafe.
Anyway,
this may be Home Sweet Home, but it's not your Home Sweet Home.
Moorgate Street Station on the London Underground. Traffic on Metropolitan and Circle lines restricted. Yep, because they're busy working on the London Underground.
Yeah.
Alice may use the Underground one day if they ever complete the construction. I've got bad news for you, sweetheart. They never will.
Still carrying on today.
Anyway. Would you like some machine-made corsets? Perhaps.
Not really.
I don't think Alice would love it.
More comfortable than a handmade.
Although, granted, is Alice wearing one right now? Because quite frankly,
would say mass-produced.
Yeah.
And these things are not really meant to be mass-produced. They're meant to be tailored for you.
Fair enough. Having not worn a corset, I really don't know.
Whitechapel Market.
You know how you need a tailored suit?
Yes, I
buy
do.
one off the rack, it's not going to fit correctly, and the idea is that it has to fit correctly.
Yeah.
Yes.
A suit doesn't even have to be tight.
Oh look, it's the Artful Dodger.
Well.
She ever work? Wears her black. Too good for company. She don't get close. Hates being
Is it the Artful
touched.
Dodger?
Who
Probably
likes
is.
it then? Never
He's got the hat for it.
More like.
Meanwhile, over in the corner is a small girl.
The Sandman's coming in his train of cars, with moonbeam windows.
Oh yes, the hat is possessed for it.
So hush, you little ones, and have no fear. The man in the moon, he is the engine.
Just wondering where Oliver is.
He was.
He's in a slightly
He's busy asking for more. Anyway, let's go into Whitechapel Market. Oh look, there's a pigeon. There's a pigeon.
Oh jeez.
Everyone so loves Atterfall. Cool.
Still have to finish that.
Anyway, Whitechapel Market. I actually partly grew up in the Whitechapel area. because
So
actually,
how do you
my
feel-
mum's from the Whitechapel area. My gran lived there until she died. And,
Well, I was gonna say something else before you said that, but you know, so you didn't have any you know, issues of missing persons.
Not around that. Well, actually, my mum. Because actually we can go into this because this is the specific type of area of the time and the era. My nan and the mother of the Crays were friends, and the Crays' mum actually looked after my mum on occasions when she was growing up. She like babysat. So yeah.
Claim to fame.
Awkward.
Well, no. Apparently, obviously, the Craze matriarch. I was actually sort of very honourable. Obviously, he was hard as a son. So, but yeah, no, they knew each other and got on reasonably well. To the point where looked after my mum at one point. Anyway, so yes, this is obviously this kind of era though. Lots of the old street market. Oh look, there's a white cat. You may have seen it go past earlier. Indeed. There is also, if you see on the sign, just to the right there is a dodo on it. So that's yet another reference. But let's go see the cat.
Hello, Puss.
Or follow that cat.
Don't be afraid.
Follow that cat. Don't be afraid. Cat immediately runs off. You're crap with animals, Alice.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder what animal she's not.
It's also a white cat.
Teach him. Beat him good.
There appears to be some very Bow Street
see,
runners.
that's where
I don't
you went
know.
wrong. You called it
Move
puss.
along, Alice.
You call it
I can
kitty.
run you in just for being awfully a nut.
Right. Let's go down this way then.
Police brutality! Police brutality!
Yeah.
London policing still hasn't changed.
Of course.
Let's go down a dark alleyway.
He's getting decent because he called the policeman a pleb.
It's also funny that
relevant.
It's also funny that police officer actually knew Alice by name.
Oh yeah, so
well.
Alice is known because Alice is obviously mad.
Now, where has that cat gone?
I did see the cat, but I'm...
They put up a sign. This person is mad. Be very careful.
All things die eventually. Still, the creature's remains are always poignant. Yeah, and for some reason they're on a table. Okay. Anyway, let's go see the cat again. It's still there. So instead of a white rabbit, we have a white cat. Then again, you're not going to get much from the way of rabbits around here unless they're in pies. And welcome to the land of the harlot.
Oh
dear.
That was an introduction and a half.
Yeah, they're really showing the gritty side of London, aren't they?
No change in nappies.
They're really showing a sort of Penny Dreadful London.
Well,
this is
time period.
Yeah, to be honest, this is.
That's why I
specifically.
specifically said Penny Dreadful.
Indeed. So Alice has already been offered to become a prostitute within 10 seconds of entering here.
Excuse me, sir. You look like a discerning gent. Alright, I'm giving it. I can afford it anyway.
Dead Man's Cross. The Flaming Stallion is the name of the pubs here.
Yeah,
of course, the game.
Who needs the madness of Wonderland? You've got, Victorian London.
Exactly, which is kind of the point. That Alice is madness is nothing compared to the madness of the world going on around her. But of course, the Flaming Stallion, the game is made by Spicy Horse. So, of course, they have
makes sense.
Connections.
So let's we're still
furry creatures into
Although was that
holes
still
have
the original
become
team that did the first
I think
game as
it was
well, or is that?
I don't not then no, but it was still American McGee's
work.
team.
So obviously American McGee just went from one studio to the other.
He moved to China.
Yeah, it is a Chinese studio, isn't it?
He moved to China by his own admission. He followed a girl, and he moved to China and he set up a studio. And Spicy Horse basically do a lot of free-to-play games and Facebook games and stuff because the Chinese market, as we hit a cutscene, is much more receptive to that kind of thing, and there's a lot of money to be made in it.
Well, I mean, it doesn't cost us much money.
Anyway, we are in a cutscene, and funnily enough, it turns out that going down a series of dark alleyways in Victorian London isn't a particularly good idea. Who'd have thought it?
Hang on. Look out for Jack.
Good news, new Alien Hominid game.
My stars and garters, Alice Little.
Oh, hello.
Slumming again, are we? Nurse Witness.
Okay, yeah.
I must eat carrots. Give me your carrots.
You okay, guys?
Come along home then and look at my pigeons.
Oh God! There's a big giant nose
I
woman.
don't think so. Our last visit cost me several pounds.
Get it away!
I might recall where your mangy rabbit
I swear, if they do a close-up shot up to her nose, I swear to God, I'm gonna slap it off her.
Still a mess. No surprise.
No, I don't want to look.
If you do a close-up, it'll just explode.
10 years.
No, I don't want to look at your pigeons, woman. I really don't.
No.
I want to see the pigeons.
Questions.
But yes, we get more flashbacks about Nurse Witness, who, unsurprisingly, is a drunken Scottish cow, basically, who left herself. Her nose is big because of the amount of alcohol she drinks. She's blackmailing Alice, in short. Not that she knows, not that Alice knows why.
Died on my account. I couldn't save you.
Because she can.
Yeah, I mean, really, how can you actually,
Not like her,
you know,
that uppity
blackmail
whore.
Alice for
Lawyer fellow
anything?
Radcliffe took us
It doesn't make any sense.
Need money.
I mean, she has nothing.
The corpus if
No,
she didn't need a donation.
So essentially, moral of this story is everyone is out for themselves at the expense of anyone that they can take advantage of. And
sounds like the American dream.
And we have so the lawyer has the rabbit for some reason. Her nanny is now like the whore of whores. She's the madam basically of the bar and that type of business emporium, shall we say?
Yes.
And yes, and of course you've got the nice carer who's clearly out. Oh look, there's pigeons everywhere.
Oh, and we're on a roof. And
where's my shotgun?
Give them
Where's
more
my pudding?
pigeons.
Look, it's pretty
we're
though.
Look at the pretty pigeon.
Look at the pretty pigeon with all the pollution of Victorian London in the background. Look at the pretty pigeon. This is what happens.
Living in all this mess.
This is what it looks like when chimneys are actually used in all the houses that have chimneys. But yeah, it's a pretty pigeon. Look, oh.
Somebody worked too hard on modelling that pigeon.
It looks strangely. It looks strangely like the pigeon I voiced in Hateful Boyfriend. I don't know why, but I can't unsee that freaking maid outfit.
Because it's the same breed of pigeon.
Yours is more. You were more of a standard pigeon.
You were a standard pigeon.
You were the everyman pigeon, Donny.
I don't know if I could consider anything in that game standard, but okay.
A coop is really just a cage, but the birds don't seem to mind. Anyway,
it's a roof over their heads.
Indeed. So we can do things. Basically, okay.
And there's food in this.
Yeah, there's food. But so obviously keeping pigeons was much more of a.
You can't get cats inside it.
Much more of a regular pastime.
It's essentially it is prison, but it's prison with three square meals a day.
Occasionally, you do get the ability to just pause and look at the scenery and the sights, and wow, look at that.
Although when I was looking at that scenery there, it's like you know, I'm just expecting it when, you know, the whole emphasis of like Silent Hill, where obviously it turns, you know, to the regular world to the Silent Hill world of like a twist and whatnot. I just expect the black spelling smoke to spiral into one big vortex, and then it just covers the sky, and you know, then teleport into Wonderland.
I think that's the Silent Hill and Water Uzumaki.
And as Alice is confronted by the demon of alcoholism, which is pretty much what that was representing, she falls into Wonderland, or alternatively into the she falls through the opening credits of the Outer Limits, one of the two.
Did it look like that, Phil?
Cause she's free falling. Sorry, I had to running gag of mine in the saying. I have to put it in.